Hi, my name is Heidi Lucero, and I'm a member of the Acjachemen Nation. And I work with my community quite a bit, so I was pretty fortunate to have you ask me to do this because it's a really important thing to have this documented for future. I think that being a Acjachemen, you have to have 1 foot in an old world and 1 foot in, a new world, where you're trying to make sure that your culture is kept alive while continuing to, have a place to live and be educated. And so I think that by making sure that I reflect on, the past with my ancestors and remember the stories that my grandmother told me and, my other ancestors told me and my relatives, and making sure that I become an advocate for, future sustainability of my culture. I think that that's how I can progress through the 21st century as a Native. All of the above. I am I'm an avid basket weaver. I am involved in Native medicine and Native foods. I actually just worked on a Native food cookbook called Cooking the Native Way by the Chia Cafe Collective that my Auntie Marion was involved in. So that I'm also a Native monitor. I monitor sacred sites for bones and artifacts. By schooling, I'm an anthropologist with a minor in American Indian Studies, so it's something that I have progressed with, not just in my community, but as, educationally as well. So originally, I was a monitor, and I knew that there was a collection of ancestors that were at Cal State Long Beach that were in need of repatriation and reburial. So that's originally why I went back to school to get my degree, so that I could actually work with those ancestors. And so my main focus when going back to school to get my degree in anthropology was to be there on that sacred site that Cal State Long Beach is on, and to actually participate in the repatriation and reburial of those ancestors. So that did, come to light. We did repatriate the ancestors just over a year ago. So. I think the benefits of federal recognition is right now the tribe doesn't have any standings as a government. So when federal recognition occurs, we can go into government-to-government negotiations towards policy, and especially towards policy in regards to reclaiming ancestors that are in institutions, creating policy on protecting our sacred sites, and creating policies on gathering. So those are like 3 of the really important ones that are important to me, And the other one is that we'll have access to lands to continue ceremony, or to continue to even propagate our own gathering materials, and to commune as a tribe. Well, we have made it a point, not just Acjachemen, but it's a collective of Southern California Indians that are working on re-implementing traditional foods and medicines. And so we make it a point to teach other members of the community and outside the community how to identify native plants that are for medicinal and food uses. We actually have a workshop that we teach every year at the Idlewild Arts Academy, and every year it rotates. So it rotates from native foods, the next year it'll be native medicine, and then the year after that it'll be material culture. So that material culture can be anywhere from making a clapper stick, or to teaching the foundations of weaving and stuff like that. So every year it rotates. So, but it's a collective thing that the tribes are trying to do to work together to revive those traditions of medicine, and to kind of move away from the unhealthy colonial diet that is based on white sugar, white flour, fat and salt, into something more ancestral that is more healthy for you.